it out. Sorry about that, everyone. Here we are, Battlefield of Eternity. We're 4 minutes in. This was our first Immortal picked up by the red team, which is our LTK straight to core. Not sure what was happening. I am so sorry. Was trying really hard to figure out. I think there was some issue with my sources. For some reason got mixed up. So I've redone that, and hopefully we'll have smooth sailing from now on as soon as it starts going live for you, everyone. So we have the Oogway's Disciples, which we had Simplicity Lupus, Lupus on the Hammer, Goons healing on the Anduin, Slug Hunter is tanking on the Muradin, Jazzaline is on the Lunara. Up top we have Whisper on the Sonya. On the red side, which is the LTK straight to core, it's Red Zero on the Vala, Huge Swat tanking with the Garrosh, Quantum's healing with the Brightwing Dur on the Maiev, and up here we have Lloyd with the Leoric. So let's kind of just reset. I'm gonna take a breather, and this is where we are in our game. That was off of the first Immortal. They definitely got some great value there by pushing down the bottom fort. A little tough of a defense for the Oogway's Disciples. So we see the LTK straight to core team going ahead, starting on this bottom camp, and perhaps looking for something up here against Lloyd on the Leoric while they wait for their teammates to resurrect. But it's mostly like a I see you, Lloyd, and he backs off. Lloyd kind of peeking, trying to see where the rest of the team of the Oogway's Disciples is locating. And it looks like we're going to have a little bit of a showdown right here on this top camp. They're going ahead and they're starting those goats. And we see them kind of positioning themselves very strongly to secure this easily. Bottom lane, we have the Hammer versus the Brightwing while the rest of the team tries to push top. Maybe we get a pick off here. Quantum in a little bit of trouble. Stunned, is able to cleanse, give himself a little bit more time, but ultimately he does fall to the 2v1, leaving his top team without a healer, but also Oogway's Disciples without a tank. The pull a little late to save Sonya, and Jazzaline also goes down. Just the numbers in favor of LTK here up top, and they're able to fight under core and take down 3 members of Oogway's Disciples. And with that camp pushing behind them, they're probably easily going to get that. We have the second Immortal cycle right here, where we have the 10s activated. Hey, you know what? I forgot that I have a talent button. We have 10s activated online for LTK. And Oogway's Disciples, blue team, looking to get their 10s. With that, we have the Taunt coming out. We have Blink Heal and Tomb, the Disc by the Maiev, and Rain of Vengeance with the Vala. So a good amount of CC that they'll have to handle here for Oogway's Disciples. And instead of contesting, because again, they are down 10s, they're just going to try to burn a little bit of this Immortal to get some shield off when they defend this, because it is going straight to a keep. It is taking its sweet, sweet time to traverse to this bottom lane. And we do see the red team looking to get maximum value here. Trying to strafe off the Leoric up top as well, but Sonya and Hammer rotating for the defense. They definitely don't want to be losing at all this keep down here on the bottom lane. Slug Hunter gets taunted in the back, but he also gets light bombed, and he lights bomb a bunch of the red team, which they're now fighting past this Immortal right here. A lot of damage going out on Lloyd by Lupus. Whisper gets pulled to safety, but does leave Slug Hunter a little bit behind. Lupus just relentless with his Hammer, going after that Vala. And the poison damage, aka fake damage, that takes a little time sometimes, takes down that Brightwing. And we have the Oogway's Disciples easily able to clear this as LTK backs up without 2 members. So Oogway's Disciples going ahead and starting this bottom camp. LTK already secured their bruiser camp, their hard camp, and they're going to continue pushing top, looks like. Well, they know that the blue team is positioning themselves here bottom. Creating some vision with those mines by Lupus. And we do see, you know, like we saw Light Bomb come out, the 10s from the side of Oogway's. We have the Lunara Leap. We also have another leap in the form of Sonia's Leap. And Murden gets big and strong. And then we have the Napalm by Hammer as the ults. And you see that Napalm come out, trying to cause some damage here. Garrosh tries to taunt, but the counter to the taunt is being the Light Bomb right now. Lunara got caught up in that Entomb, got disked, and the Entomb actually split Garrosh from the rest of his team, which resulted in his death. So Oogway's picking it up right here. Maybe, if anything, we could say they were stale. They were stale. Hey, Marco, thank you so much for being patient. I'm really sorry about before. I'm not sure. My settings in the OBS were just a little wonky, but I think I figured it out. I've been transitioning from one streaming software to the other, and it hadn't been a problem before. And now all of a sudden, it just wasn't recognizing HOTS for some reason. But it's all fixed, and we are here enjoying this battle of eternity. Both teams have their 13s. But we do see the blue team moving into the damaging their Immortal. Garrosh walking straight up to that Hammer, trying to taunt him, trying to leave too. I mean, everything's kind of going on this Hammer of goodness. You got the disc, you got the Entomb. What more can they throw at him? And he still lives. Probably great support by Goon there, keeping his tank alive. And we do see Oogway's Disciples winning this halftime battle, resetting, tapping up, and now they have the Immortal on their side. Red team, LTK, is going to try to burn a little bit while the beefier members of their team tries to zone out the Oogway's Disciples. And Lloyd taking a lot of damage from Lunara and Hammer, and he's just going to go down. It was enough time stalled that the members of LTK were able to secure the Immortal on their side. Well played by them. And we see them splitting down here, pushing for this keep. They have a great wave to actually accomplish this. So why not? The keep's already a little hurt. Huge slot. Anchoring that bush. Sees the Sonya. Sonya hitting away. Taunts it. Oh, Sonya leap with the Light Bomb. Unfortunately, he does have his talent that does make him unstoppable. Slug Hunter in there as the Muradin leapt in, got stunned. Red 0G being thrown by his Garrosh. So much jumping around. Oh, Sluggy, you just can't escape the inevitable. Nice try. Good dancing. And the Immortals being burned up here in the top lane by Sonya and the Hammer. Making their way. But you know what? The red team is going to go ahead and take this bottom keep easily. So, blue team looking like they have some very few real estate out there in the market. And just kind of following the red team because they already have the wave so pushed in up top. So I could see them wanting to be aggressive here. Maybe take more buildings so that they definitely have a win condition no matter what. Lloyd got chunked a lot by the Lunara and the Hammer, but easily saved by Quantum with his teleportation. And it's always fun to see, like, hey, they want to engage, and then you get tossed by the Garrosh. Red team up here securing this top camp. Easily done. We have a Q stacking Vala, and everyone's just very fast at burning these things. So just kind of following what they want to do here. I want to check down here. We see sort of the vision being scouted by Huge Slot, and everyone else using these bushes. This is sort of how you want to be moving on the map at this late point. You want to give as little information as possible. And we do see them coming down here. They're going to take this bottom camp. While Oogway's Disciples is looking to get their 16s. Leorix seems to be on this map, this camp. I guess not aware that there's a good presence of the blue team around here. And the question is this going to be a fight to the death for this map, for this camp? Easily picked up by Oogway's Disciples, but we do see LTK moving on over here to their bruiser camps. easily going to pick that up. So it's going to push in the top lane. The top lane that is very low health keep. We have all of the members of LTK burning their immortal. We have all of the members of blue team also burning their immortal. And now that they are both 16, let's fight. Let's do it. Seems only fair. Saw Vala going down to clear. We see Whisper trying to get some burn done on that immortal, but the entire team of LTK is there to push him off with the Vala. Lupus scooting around. And we see the red team positioning themselves so that they can easily burn this. Red, the leap followed by the light bomb catches the Vala and the Maiev, but immediately gets countered by the disc. Slug Hunter jumps in but gets taunted as a precaution so that he keeps him away from the rest of his team. And you see the red team backing up. They just want to reset. There's a lot of ults used on the side of Oogway's disciples here. So not everything from the side of LTK. So they have buttons that they can use. They have fountains to tap, and they're back in it for another fight. Slug Hunter getting tossed out of the way. Just like not even a bother for the Garrosh. Red team took down the top keep with their minions. And this is a fight that you want to take if you're Oogway's disciples. You do take down the Leoric. Muradin again in the disc. Unstoppable out by Garrosh led to a couple leaps by the Lunara. Just not enough damage to take down the Garrosh there. So we see a dire position for the Oogway's disciples where they're going to have to defend this immortal at their core. They do have the numbers, but it is a Leoric, so the moment he comes back, he is in this fight. Immediately so. And we see Slug Hunter trying to create some space so that his team can burn this. The containment disc comes out on the Anduin, so he can't keep his people alive. Maiev trying to pull everyone into that immortal. But we see the leap followed by the light bomb combo, which is an amazing combination, well executed by Whisper and Goon. But I just don't think it's enough. And the first match goes to LTK straight to core. All right, I'm going to press some buttons. And I swear to God, I better have the screen correctly. Oh, thank God. All right, so this is our summary screen. Pretty close on deaths, but it looked like there was definitely just more opportunities for the mobility of the LTK straight to core versus Oogway's disciples. They had to basically kind of, when you draft a hammer, you kind of got to work with what you got and kind of work around the hammer itself. So you saw how that went, but really, honestly, some fun combos. Seeing the Sonya leap with the light bomb was a lot of fun. That's a great combo that maybe not a lot of people use it often. So it's a lot of fun to see it played out. Let's take a look at the talents if there's anything that kind of stands out, since I hadn't had a chance too much to look at the talents, making sure that all the mechanics were set up. I think pretty much everything's kind of standard. We see a lot of what you would expect. The Vala Qs to burn that immortal really came in handy. You saw them even when the Oogways had the lead in the race. It just didn't matter because the Vala Qs got there. Hey, Red! How are you? Great job, by the way. The Vala was sick. Loved it, loved it, love it. Thanks for the follows. Thanks for stopping by. Of my second stream of your same match. Technical difficulties, buddy. But good stuff. So I can't wait to see what you guys want to do. Hopefully someone tells me if you guys are map pick first or first pick. Would love to know because nobody tells me these things. And it looks like we do have a map picked. We are going to go to Tomb of the Spider Queen for our second map. So let me go ahead and enter that into our wonderful... Did you guys pick this? Otherwise, I'm going to say you did. I'm going to say that you guys did, probably, right? Did you guys pick it or did the other team pick it? I'm going to ask in the chat, who picked map? Let me know. This is vital importance. You're just here to press buttons. I feel you, buddy. Okay, that's what I thought. So the red team, no, blue team picked it. So let me switch my blue team picked this. We have our score of 1-0. All of that is looking good. And I am ready to go whenever there is a team. Here we are, Tomb of the Spider Queens, a smaller map, tighter rotations, some more interesting things can be played out. I'm actually excited to actually watch a draft this time because I didn't get to. You guys didn't get to either. That was my bad. But we're here to enjoy the gameplay. Best of 3, so we could be playing 3 games, we could be playing 2. Unlike the normal season of Nexomania, we have to get a winner in 3 games. So that's where we are. All right. So we'll just chill here for a second as we enjoy some HOTS competitive play. You know, it still happens, even though we all have the same mount now, and it's the last mount we'll ever get. And stuff like that. And regardless, this is sort of the type of things like this event, this organization, CCS, this is sort of like what's going to keep HOTS alive. Obviously, it's about the player base. If we're still engaged and interested in playing, that's going to matter a lot as well. But I think ultimately when we have things like Nexomania run by CCS, or we have NGS run, and we have, you know, some of these other smaller tournaments here and there. I know the Probius people did a really long tournament a couple of weekends ago. I think it went for like 16 hours stream. This is what's going to keep the game alive, and it's, you know, it's based on what we like, what we want to watch, and based on our engagement and our interests. So I thank everyone for stopping by, because without you here watching, we wouldn't really be doing this type of stuff. We wouldn't be streaming it either. So thanks, guys. And let's take a look at our first but second draft of the day. Second in the series, first that we're actually going to get to see. Hey, Voodoo! Hello. Thanks for coming by. You totally missed. I had some major technical difficulties, man. I'm not a pro streamer like you. So, I had some issues. We see the Hogger ban and a Rainer ban. Interesting. Hogger, you know, to be fair, Whisper's really good at Hogger. If you don't know this, he literally made an incredible video that teaches you sort of how to play Hogger. Oops. Or at least how to do some of the many complicated moves of Hogger. Check it out. We see them kind of choking out the offlaners. Some of the best offlaners in the game right now, Hogger and Blaze. And when I say in the game right now, I guess in the game forever. So that's kind of where we're at. The meta is what it is. It won't change anymore. Dur picks up the Junkrat. And we see Lupus pick up the Maiev and Slug Hunter picking up the Johanna left up. They did ban Gall because we did see LTK do a Troll Gall comp last time they played them. So I call that a respect ban. And we see Quantum bringing out the Brightwing again and Huge Slot back on that Garrosh. Oh, hello! Holy cannoli. Starchild, you're so sweet. Thanks for the raid. Welcome everyone that was watching Starchild play The Witcher. I'm guessing you were taking a break from HOTS because, you know, big patch had to be installed. And so you're playing something else. But hopefully we do see you again on HOTS, right? You're not abandoning us. You're not abandoning the game and us and the community, please. Hopefully not. See the Leoric being banned on the side of the Oogways and a Mephisto ban by LTK straight to core. Welcome, everyone. This is a Nexomania semifinals matchup. And the winner of this plays in the finals next week, so it'll be really fun for them. This is a best of 3 series. Oh, Starchild, I had major technical difficulties earlier, but I powered through, and here we are because, you know, if we don't do it for the community and for HOTS, it doesn't get done at this point, right? Am I right, Blizzard? We see Goon picking up the Stukov and Jazzy on her signature Sylvanas, and I say that because I know very well how good she is on that Sylvanas. Lloyd takes that Sonya, and we see Red 0G back on the red-capped hero. Now I see why you did it, Red. She's wearing a red hood, so you gotta pick her. I see. And what will we get here? Maybe a Thrall? Thanks, Starchild. It's literally 3 videos I linked and created as one. And I think it's way better than seeing my ugly face, so it's my solution to the camera issue. Barkin! Hello, sir. So I think this is an Orphea offlane, which I know Whisper, and he has been championing for an Orphea offlane for quite some time. So this will be fun to watch. I'm going to have a lot of fun watching it. For sure. So here we go into our loading screen. I'll turn off the platypus. Unless you guys... Okay, the eyes are kind of freaky though, right? Super freaky how white the eyes are. Blah. But what a misunderstood creature. Anyway. Alright, so we are going to Tomb of the Spider Queen. Oh, Farkid, you're so sweet.
Prepare yourselves. The battle begins.
All right, so I'm going to go ahead and introduce these teams because I didn't get to do it last time. I sort of did it in the middle of a fight. We have Goon riding out on the disc with that Stukov. Jazzy's on the Sylvanas. We see Lupus on the Maiev, which I know he's also really good at. Slug Hunter taking on the Johanna, and Whisper off-laning with Orphea. On the red side, LTK straight to core. We have Quantum back on the Bright Wing. Huge slots back on the Garrosh. We see Red 0G not with the red-capped Vala, but the Angel Vala. Lloyd picking up that Sonya, and Durr on the Junkrat. I have to pronounce all the R's. And huge slot going right straight towards the blue team. Lupus getting tossed, getting chunked. He's got 1/4 of his health left. Thankfully, that's a hero built with a lot of escapes, and he makes it out alive. They still didn't clear the middle lane because they had that great engage. Orphea getting caught up to, getting booped. Orphea just going towards the right side of the map more so than the left, which would have been safety. And we do see these... we do see the beginning of this rotation where we're going to probably say our 4-man rotate middle and top. Huge slots just creating a presence here because they don't have their tank. Johanna went down bottom to soak. Stukov got caught a little bit in that area of the boss where you kind of don't have an escape. And he goes down. You see the red team kind of just taking control here of the 4-man rotation. Huge slots, just doesn't care about anything or anyone. Doesn't ask for permission. He's just going. He's throwing. He's doing what he needs to do. And that's the story that we're having right here. Taking a look at this matchup in bottom lane, I was very curious to see. We've heard a lot of talk of this Orphea offlane business. Not much going on, but we do have both teams doing their hard camps, the bruiser camps first. We see Durr and Quantum with Lupus and Goon, so healers and a DPS doing it while we have the rest of the team rotating to clear the lanes, kind of keep it tight with the XP, which they are keeping it tight, given that they have 2 kills on the red team side. It's very close still with the XP. Gonna have to clear these camps that are providing some spell armor against some of the damage being taken here. And seems like a quick clear by Lupus on the Maiev. We have a auto attack Vala, so she definitely doesn't want to die at all here. See the massive push going here with the wave by Oogway's disciples. Good dodge of the stun, but Garrosh still throws that Johanna. We see a rotation by Whisper here on the Orifice to make it get a 5-man push here middle. And looks like they get a cannon and a wall. And that's about it. And rotating back up top to get some more damage here. Let's go ahead and take a look. Where is the action? Ooh. We see some attempted turn in. Huge slots waiting for his teammates. Just walks up to that Joe, tosses her, but getting a lot of damage by Whisper on that Orphea. And thankfully, Quantum had his TP in. Goes ahead and takes. Ooh. All right. I'm seeing a pattern. He stuns, he unstoppables, walks forward, and gets the kill for his team. Almost losing his own life, but he did take down the Lupus on the Maiev. And looking very aggressive plays, honestly, by Huge Slot here. We have the infinite stall in Junkrat. So it's going to be a little bit difficult for the blue team to turn in any gems. Let's go ahead and take a look at this matchup again down here. Just trying to see if there's any fun action. I guess not. Yes, Junkrat and Garrosh, very scary. We call it airmail because the Junkrat can basically boop the opponent's team towards the Garrosh, who can then boop again, right? So it's a double airmail express, we should call it. And we see the red team trying to turn in their first few gems. Although blue team does have enough to get a cursed, and it looks like they're going to try to turn in down here. They're too short. The stall coming out from Goon and Jazleen up here up top. Lupus gets tossed, gets polyed, so he can't use that escape right away. Oh, the Junkrat booping him actually further to safety, so it's a little bit of a misuse there of the boopy boop. And we do still see the red team. They have enough gems to turn in. They just got to turn them in. But instead, it looks like Johanna got the turn in down here bottom where there was fewer red team members. So they do get the first curse here, but the waves are a little bit pushed in the favor of the red team. So they're going to have to do a lot of work to sort of even this out. And it looks like they're going to try to get more value middle since they do have part of the wall turned out. Lupus getting a good pull on the Brightwing, followed up by the Silence, and then just chases down the Vala. It does cost the life of the Johanna, but, you know, a 2-for-1 trade, not so bad if you're Oogway's disciples, especially if it's the Vala, because now Gambit down by about 5%. Silence trying to avoid any abilities being used. And we see a 3-man push down here. Cursed Arrow comes out for Jazzy. She does get polyed. An oddly friendly toss by the Garrosh, but Jazzy in a little bit of trouble. Can't get out. Whisper takes the toss himself. Ooh, gets booped again. She's just a little tricky when it comes to using the boot because her mobility is so high for Orphea. Unstoppable by the Garrosh, avoids some of that silence. And some great value, I guess. They definitely got some value middle. You know, it's not much going to happen in the first curse anyway, but they definitely caught up in XP. Red team's going to probably go ahead and turn in here. They don't have as many infinite stalls on the blue side as they do on the red team because, let's face it, Junkrat is a menace, and he'll always be a menace since nothing will change in this game. What up, Shiggity? Thanks for stopping by. I'm trying. I'm working on my casting ability. And oh my god, what an amazing combo by Whisper on the Orphea. The Chomp Chomp just catches the Brightwing and the Garrosh, and the entire team just blows up those two targets. Well played by Oogway's disciples, getting those 10s on lines and using it immediately to sort of stall out this turn-in. So let's see what kind of value they want to get for this. You sort of, when you get some great advantages like 2 kills, what else can you do on the map? They go ahead and they clear this middle camp. Maybe they push this, wondering if they're going to use some Black Arrow. It doesn't look like it. They're just going to go ahead and turn more stuff in. They're close to yet another turn-in. We do see some fierce fighting happening down here. I'm so sorry it took me a second to jump to. I did see an Orphea on the wrong side of the map, and she does chomp down and delete that Junkrat, but left the Brightwing behind. That's probably my least favorite parts about playing a Brightwing, is when you TP to someone who just dies, and now you're stuck trying to get out by yourself. Goon shoving that Garrosh away, trying to, like, cancel out the great effects Huge Slot is having on this game after, like, the first match, too. Lloyd pulling himself into that silence puddle. Jazzleen gets out. So this is probably the lesson that Oogway took away from that first match, is, like, make sure that we have a bunch of escapes and disengages for this Garrosh to just not be in our faces. And it looks like they're pushing a lot of pressure down there. Oh, and somehow Jazzleen jumped all the way over to this other side of the map and was able to get that Junkrat, who's very low health. That taunt comes out, does catch the Orphea, does catch the Johanna. Unfortunately, Johanna, higher pool health, and she gets out. Orphea goes down. So it's a 1-for-1 trade, but again, probably worth it because they're also able to stall the turn-in and maybe get a turn-in themselves. Garrosh being hyper-aggressive without his team there to back him up. And with that, we do see a blue team turn-in for them to go ahead and get yet another, I guess, do we call it curse? Do we call it a triple date? Because it's 3 ladies and one in each lane. Call it speed dating? Something like that. So we see that Sonya is going to go ahead and try to clear this top lane with her teammates. Vala and Garrosh come by because they do want to clear that boss lane. Middle lane was pretty much dead. We see the Oogway's disciples pushing that away, easily taking it down, and they too want to rotate to top to get this boss lane pushed in themselves. So we do see actually all the members here, Whispered playing in the bushes, playing out of vision. Slug Hunter doing his dance. This is actually signature Slug Hunter movement, by the way, if anyone was wondering. And he just gets tossed out of the way. Garrosh is like, don't dance in front of me, bruh. Great stuff. Huge, just nothing kind of getting value heal. They did get the bottom fort passively because it was already low health. The Brightwing for the red team is over there. That's their healer. Huge taunt comes out by Garrosh, but you know what? Jazzleen goes ahead and shuts down that tower so it avoids a lot of damage. The Riptire does do some damage. The leap comes out on the Stukov, who just goes down, and Slug Hunter trying to create space by going in the opposite direction. That is not him lost, everyone. That is him trying to create that space so that the rest of his team can get out alive. So it's a pro gamer play. The Web Weaver, Web Weaver phase. I know, but I like to make cuter names, Starchild. Like, let's just call it, you know, it's the, what's it called? Speed date. You have 3 lanes and you got 3 ladies coming at you. You got to speed date it through. I'm going to call it that from now on. It's a speed dating phase. I think you would appreciate that. So we do have the speed dating phase for the red team coming out. Oh, Garrosh did toss Goon, taunted him, did the perfect combo, and then Junkrat said, here's another air mill in the opposite direction. So pick off by the red team easily there. We are quickly approaching 16s for the red team. The question would be, is the speed date curse, I guess we would call it the speed date curse for the opposite team, right? Because now we're just making it seem negative. It's a curse. You don't want to go on these speed dates, buddy. We see maximum push here by the red team. They don't have 16s quite yet. Orpheus clearing bottom, but they are backing up, which is weird because they did have a 5-man there. They could have done something, I think, a little bit more aggressive, but, you know, I guess maybe you don't always have to be so aggro. What do I know? I'm a go, go, go kind of gal. Blue team's picking up their bruiser camp. Red team doing the same. So we're going to, again, kind of see that clash in the middle of this lane where both camps come through. Slug getting tossed. Oh, Red Zero G getting tossed. Oh, the Blessed Shield comes out, catches Vala and Garrosh. We see the Chompy Chomp come out, grabs the Garrosh. Just not enough damage on there. Need a little bit more help. And we have the Red Weavers coming again down for Red Team. So the blue team's on a speed dating process right here. They got to do something. Their speed date curse. They have to clear the lanes, but we're fighting underneath this camp and trying to fight past it as well. Lupus trying to pull the Sonya, but she just spins right there with him. And we see the red team going ahead to push middle since they're all here, I guess. And Junkrat's doing some work top. They do catch the Brightwing there with a double ult. We have the Cage coming out, and I think the Garrosh might be a little bit of trouble here. We do see them chasing it. Oh, the stun comes out, and the Orphea damage finishes him off. So red team backing up. Yeah, that's probably right. Also, it did allow this Web Weaver to kind of get closer to this keep, do some damage. Blue team's clearing bottom, so they're at least having one fort still up. And we do just have kind of like a hot lane, which is top lane for red. They can taste victory with it, with their potential win condition. Jazleen avoiding that Rain of Vengeance. Great sidestep by her. And blue team's looking like they have 74 gems that they could turn in and get a curse for the opposite team. Goon picking up the middle camp. We see the red team trying to turn in themselves because why not? But unfortunately, red team didn't have enough gems, so blue team goes ahead and turns in. We see the pushing out of the top lane to probably get a little bit more value with this curse coming towards the red team. And blue team trying to find what would be the best play here for them to get some value. Oh no, but unfortunately Goon gets tossed, followed by a leap, followed by a Rain of Vengeance. He's still alive somehow. Junkrat almost dies in the process. Unfortunately, Jazzy getting caught by Lloyd, who got the extra boost from Huge Slot. I'm sorry, this guy is a beast. I've never seen Huge Slot before. I am now a fan. Although, I'd love to see him play other tanks. What else you got there, buddy? Because I'm impressed by this one. Show me more. Red team clearing these spider ladies. And if anything, the blue team was able to cat all the forts. So they have a fort lead in a couple of the lanes. While the red team has a really good scenario to win top lane because they have the most damage done in that lane against the keep. They have the wall down. They are going straight to boss because two members of the blue team are down. Blech. And this is going to be a big trouble for Oogway's disciples, but I think they easily defend this. They're knocking on 20s, and we see the response that they're trying to do is go over here. Lupus trying to see if he can get some value off of this keep, pushing out the lanes so that we have the red team having to back and having to clear instead of pushing with the boss. Because if they pushed with the boss, it would be a little bit more problematic for them to clear it. But it looks like red team is backing up, getting their 20s, turning in perhaps after they get that bruiser camp. And that's how they're going to try to secure their victory here today. Red team got that bruisers. We see Lupus working on it. The rest of the team working on the boss. Slug creating some vision so that they sort of know when the turn-in is happening. Great stall. Gives his team time to clear the lanes, even them out a little bit. Gives time for Lupus to get this done. And looks like he waited on it a little bit to have the advantage of the camp fighting underneath the towers. Smart play. Maybe that's why he played in CCL. And we see the clash here in the middle. Johanna pulling everyone together so that Orphea gets maximum value. Our Stukov getting tossed into the back line, trying to silence everything. He does go down. Whisper gets saved again by the boop of Junkrat. Jazzy gets pulled into the rest of the fight. And, oh my goodness, we do see 2 members go down on the side of the blue team, which is the Stukov early fight and the Sylvanas right there. And the chase of Orphea, oh goodness. She does have some great survivability, but maybe not with 4 people on top of her, and she just goes down. Unlucky. And the only thing you can kind of do if you're the blue team is stall this a little bit more to see if you can get the rest of your team back. The other lanes are well pushed because they still have the buildings, but this is 5 men on your core, so plus a spider. The shields aren't down just yet, so they're doing some great survivability here. You got 11 seconds, but Maiev does go down. Johanna goes down, so it's all up to you, Goon, and your Stukov skills. But I think that is going to be it for the match, for the Oogway's Disciples. So LTK straight to core. See themselves go into the finals. Well played by them. Incredible combos that they had. Honestly, great job by Huge Slots, I have to say. I don't think I've ever seen you play before, but dude, you're good. I love it. You're good and you're fearless. Great job by them. See some of the stats here. I think ultimately they just had such a good combo down the LTK straight to core. It was very hard and difficult to respond. And kind of just hard to step up in general when you have the threat of the Garrosh in your face the whole time. Here's the talents if anybody was looking. I try to keep them up at all times. I think our Vala did a pretty good job, only died once. So didn't lose too much Gambit. And yeah, that's what we have here today. Wait, let me see if I can get an interview. Red, are you in here? Let me whisper him. Let me ask him if I can get an interview. Would love to meet some of these people. They did such a good job. Very, very cool. Let me just make myself online so that I can get a response. Good try. Yes, no, maybe. Hello. Oh, you sent me the Discord? Okay, let me come in. Sorry, I have everything turned off. Where are you guys at? Oh. Hello. Congratulations, guys. Great job. Really fun to watch the combos and what you guys are doing. And, you know, we'll see you guys in the finals. This is kind of cool. Awesome. Let me ask a couple of questions. I missed a little bit of the first game because I was having some technical difficulties, but Huge Slots, is this like your main guy? Because that was just amazing Garrosh play. Like, you just seemed so fearless and you just were like running at them. You were W King is what we call it in FPS shooter games. I was like, this guy's a W keyer. No, it was really good. I could see the challenges that the other team had kind of with you just constantly in their faces. Is this sort of like, you guys sort of did a couple of things that were the same in both matches, which was the Brightwing Garrosh and the Vala. Is that a combo or that you guys are always working on going forward? Oh yeah, for sure. It was definitely terrifying to watch. As someone who hates playing against a good Garrosh, you were definitely something that I would hate to face. Oh, Holy cannoli! I did not have my Discord voice up, so
Oh yeah.
unfortunately, some of that was not heard. Thank you, Splendid Daddy, for letting me know. Briefly repeat everything you just said. Huge slot.
My god. Yeah. So about the Vala Garrosh and Brightwing picks, we're just somewhat good at drafting, I guess. We just went with the flow, and I think we picked those hero because it was the right choice to do. It's not something we run every day. It's just Vala's a common pick, Garrosh, pretty much the same thing, and it's the same for Brightwing. So yeah.
No, it was like I said, it was a great combo to watch you guys execute, and a lot of fun to kind of see it done so well over and over again. It's almost like how do you sort of go against this? So.
I was rusty, to be honest, on Garrosh. I haven't played for like a week, so yeah.
Oh no, you haven't played for a week? You're clearly not a diehard. Let me ask Lloyd. You were facing an Orphea in the offlane. What was that experience like? Is it something you see often?
I see everything in this game, but I mean, Orphea doesn't have much wave clear, so you need to play around that. I just tried to help my team top lane and mid lane while she was stuck trying to wave clear bot lane. That's pretty much all I did, and it went pretty well.
Very cool. And Red, when you died, when you're going the stacking talent, how nervous were you that they were gonna take all your gambit?
Listen, you just die and you get right back in there.
Good words to go by. It was really fun to watch. Dur, do you guys ever worked with the Garrosh tossing the targets into your traps? Is that something that you guys work on? Because I think it'd be a lot of fun and a huge discomfort for the opponents.
Yeah, that's true. But when I use trap, I use it mostly on the bushes, so I can like scout for my team. So if I'm gonna follow up, I'm gonna mainly use my concussion mine. But as you can see, like it went pretty bad this game. But gladly my team, like fortunately my team is gonna carry me this game. So.
Yeah, there was a couple where I was like, "Oh, I think you just saved them."
yeah, that's like 5 of them, I think.
Well, maybe not 5, but you know, it wasn't 2. Let's just put it that way.
Yeah, about throwing in the traps. That's something we can do, but I prefer not to do so because it's like he said, we're mostly using the traps to zone people out, right, and give visions in the bush. And most of the time, they're so far out that if I throw people in the traps, my team can't follow up because they're going to be further away, right? So I might as well just throw them in, and then we get the poly, and then the mine back into the towers, and then we get a kill out of it.
Right. No, it worked. What you guys are doing works. It was a lot of fun. I've seen even more like pests added to the kind of like the pylon where you had the Rain of Vengeance, you have the stun, you have the leap, and then you could also throw in a Junkrat trap, and then just like everybody's a part of the kill, right? So it looks like a pretty good fun combo that you guys have going there. Are you guys a team that's going to enter in the NGS this upcoming season? Is that sort of the plan moving forward?
Yeah.
Go ahead, Lloyd.
Yeah, hopefully, like we're gonna do NGS, but we know that odds isn't as popular anymore. But I like that. Please, okay, whatever. Yeah, we're gonna be in NGS, and like it depends if everybody's still motivated after what's coming up with the game. But yeah, definitely, if everybody's interested, we're gonna get this running in NGS.
Cool, because I was just trying to see if there was a place that we can see you guys continue to make some amazing plays like what we saw today. So that's why I was asking. So stay tuned, everybody. They may or may not be an NGS. So hopefully you are, because it's sort of the teams and the willingness to play that makes the community what's great. And honestly, it looked like you guys are having a lot of fun. So if you're having fun, why not?
Yeah, that's a good point.
Do you guys have any shout outs before we take a break off here? I guess Lloyd, is there any shout outs you want to like where people can find you? Do you stream? Are you on Twitter? What's your life story? Where can we find you?
I don't stream, but I've always planned to stream, and anyways, I got like a reputation on this game, but like I don't know.
Yeah, bad one you say, but yeah, whatever.
Yeah, but
I don't know what
Everybody-
you speak of.
yeah, I mean, you just have to live with it. Like I don't mind or I don't care. I just play for fun, to be honest. I might have the wrong people might think wrong of me, but I really have like no ill intentions or anything. I just want to have fun and play competitively. So yeah, I mean, hopefully we just keep playing this game.
Twitch.tv/classified TV. Check out my boy Quantum.
Yeah, that's
That's
true.
Uh,
Classified, right?
is that really where we can find you, Quantum? Or what are your what are your plans? Are you streaming? Where can we find you? What's going on? What's Quantum's story?
You'll probably find me in a lot of streams in the IGN.
Yes, that is
That's
true.
mainly
I've seen you on
where
Man
you'll
Chickens.
see me.
That's why I ask.
Yeah. For my stream, I don't promote it,
Fair
but
enough.
it's classified.
Dur, where
'Cause
can we
it's
find you then?
classified.
Dur, where can we find you? Any shout outs too?
Shout out to my team. Shout out to Garrosh, huge results. Shout out to Brightwing. Brightwing saved me like a ton of times. Even though I kept beating, but shout out to him. And then I'm not streaming, but you can find me in Diamond Stormnik.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Well, once we all
Yeah.
get ranked, right?
That's true.
That's gonna
That's
happen,
true.
right? At some point. Red, where can we find you? What's going on? Do you stream? I don't think you do you?
I used to stream. I may stream again soon, but you can always find me in the Nexus.
True words. And last but not least, huge slot. What's your story? Where can we find you? Any shout outs?
If I had to give a star to someone on my team today, it would be Quantum, because he's kind of the reason I can do stupid stuff and I still survive and get out of sticky situation. But yeah, I trust my healers so much, and I think it's a good thing. We do work well together, gives movement speed when it counts, and all that kind of stuff, right? He does enables the team quite a lot, and I'm happy he's in the team, to be honest. Yeah, and apart from that, everybody else were just pretty bad. So no. Congrats, team. We did good today. We honestly did pretty good.
So what I hear, huge slot, is that you have open tryouts starting next week. Is that what I'm hearing?
Yeah, basically. Actually, talking about that, we might have tryouts. Open spot for the NGS season if we do decide, because we have to speak about it, right? Because with the Blizzard news we got on the 8th that the game's kind of closed now with like whatever. It's in a weird state, I guess. But at least now it's official. I mean, it's been dead for a while, but still. But yeah, if we do get to NGS, and we might have open spots for tryouts and everything. So if anybody's listening and like in the Diamond Plus tier, feel free to contact us in the LTK, Masters, whatever it's Diamond and up, basically. So we might have open spots, basically. Yeah.
Awesome. I mean, what I would just say is like, look, if you guys are having fun, there's no reason to not play. Like this, we don't play games for a living, right? We play it to have fun and to spend time with our friends. So I highly just want to encourage anyone who's thinking, well, like, what's the point? Well, the point is you're socializing, you're spending time with your friends, and you're having a good time. So I highly
no fun
encourage
allowed.
people.
No fun allowed.
Just don't leave just because the thing that's been happening for over a year is still happening. It just means that the meta is the same.
Yeah, but it's still a bummer, right? Because there's not going to be any new skins, updates, like new champs, nothing. It's basically like it's officially dead, right? Before it was kind of like in a gray zone and it kept me going, but like now it's like it's whatever a bit. But yeah,
here's what it means though. What it means is that if you have 100k gold, you should be buying the Doritos and buying everything in the store, because I don't know why you're sitting on that gold. So go do that. That'll make you feel good about the game.
What do you mean sitting on?
Well, I literally, when I logged in today, I had like 95,000 gold. And I was like, well, let me just buy stuff.
I have I've got like 120k gold and 423 loot boxes. So yeah, it's gonna be fun to open.
I hate you already because I can't believe you leave that.
Because I want to reach. Listen, I want to reach 999 and see if it can go up to 1k boxes. So yeah.
All right, well, keep us posted on that.
Cool.
Thank you guys so much. Congratulations on your win. Good luck next week. You were playing 4 Gibbs and a Viv. I'm sure you know who those opponents are. All I can say is be ready for some fun maps.
Yeah, well, we know how to play around them. We just need to be ready at that time. Also,
time or two.
yeah, I just want to, since I have the opportunity, I just want to give a shout out to the Street to Core team because they showed up most of the games this season, and it was really fun to play with my team, and we played very nicely, and we got to like do some insane combos, and it was just HOTS at its best for us. So yeah, that was the shout out to my team.
Absolutely. And that's why you're gonna keep playing. Because it was fun. All right, guys.
Peer pressure at all.
See, I did it. All right, guys. Thank you so much. Congratulations. Thanks for the interview. I will catch you all later.
Thank you for casting.
Have a good one.
Bye-bye.
Take care.
All right, guys. So that is the end of our stream. Sona Brisa, thank you so much for stopping by. Sorry I didn't get to say hi earlier. I appreciate it. Splenda Daddy, thank you for being a true daddy and telling me that my Discord volume was down. I did leave it down just in case something got picked up accidentally and I forgot to turn it up. Whisper, we all loved the Orphea. She got some amazing combos down. It just simply didn't feel like it was enough. It just seems like they just had a really good combo down themselves and it was a little bit challenging to play around. So it is what it is, guys. And Farkin, thanks for the boosh. Let me see if there's anybody that I can send you over to. I think I can still raid. I don't have, I'm assuming I could still raid as a non-affiliate, right? I don't know if I'm then forbidden from doing cool things like that. I wonder if Venus is gonna keep playing. I think I'm gonna send you guys over there because Venus is one of the coolest guys I know. And guys, he is literally working out and playing HOTS right now. That is a true champ. So check out Venus. He's running on his treadmill. He's slaying devils in HOTS. It's gonna be really cool to check him out. He's got a great soundboard, funny guy, great caster. He's great for the community. Maybe Selena, let me see. Give Venus a follow and tell him I sent you. Thanks for coming by. Thanks for your patience, guys. Toodles.